Well, hello everybody. What I got here today is this is a 1022 that I built from the ground up, piece by piece. And first I'm going to do some shooting with it, see how it shoots, see if I can get some good groups on camera. Then we'll talk about the gun and look at the groups, later, piece by piece. But this is my Ultralight 1022 build that I just got done with. So let's see how it shoots. Alright, well I'm back here. I don't know, am I the only idiot that gets home at 8:30 from work and then just decides he wants to go shoot and there's barely enough daylight and it's 9:30 and can barely see anything, but you still want to keep shooting? Well, anyways, that's what I was doing. So anyways, here's the gun. I guess what I'll start with is right here, the receiver. This is the heart of the monster here. This is a BRN, it's a Brownells receiver that I ordered. They also make this in a Picatinny rail. This is the flat top. I wanted the Picatinny one, but it was out of stock, so I went ahead and got this one. This scope mount, this is just a Monstrum. It's made for the 1022. It worked real well, fit right on here. The stock, of course, this is my Blackhawk stock that I had, whoops, on my other gun, and I took it off. It's ultralight. What I was going for was a ultralight black and blue. That's what I was going to call it. So what I ended up with was mainly, it was ultralight black and a little bit of blue with a blue barrel. But anyways, ordered some parts off of eBay, some cheap parts, you know, for the charging handle, the spring, magazine release. It didn't work out. They were junk. So they were blue, and I wanted blue. I thought I'd order them, see, but they were junk, so I ended up sending them back. So of course it's got the Ruger BX trigger. It's got a match. This is a custom Grandmaster, let's see, Power Custom Grandmaster's match bolt in it. It's got a Volquartsen bolt handle and spring, and then it's got the Summit Precision carbon fiber, blue carbon fiber wrap barrel, and yes, it is threaded, which is super nice. And these are on sale, you know, for the 4th of July. A really good price on these. Really nice barrel. But this thing is super light. And then to top it off, I've got a Burris drop tine rimfire for the 22. And it's got some nice glass in it. I mean, even though it was getting dark out there, I was still able to, you know, see. The only negative about this scope, it doesn't come with like you know, the scope protectors or anything. I guess, you know, you have to buy those separate or whatever. But that's the rifle. And just to talk about that scope just for a minute, it's got the drop tine reticle, you know, and it's calibrated. It's got the little marks on there, and I've got it dialed in at 50 like what they have here. But you know, most of the ammo it's calibrated for is you know, supersonic ammo. Pretty hot stuff, especially these bottom two, and it kind of tells you, you know, high, low, dead on, and, you know, it's pretty much, you know, dead on for this supersonic, you know, 1400 feet per second stuff. But what it's supposed to be is, you know, 50, 75, 100, 125, and then 150. So when I was out to 100, I was kind of going between the 75 and the 100 mark, trying to see, you know, about where it was. And it's really sort of I don't know, sort of in between them, I guess, for the different ammo that I shot. But anyways, enough about that. But that is that's a nice little scope. I like it really for the money. I think it's hard to beat. So let me get the groups here. And the ammo I was shooting is some ammo I've really just kind of fell in love with, is the SK ammo. The semi-auto, this stuff is so good, it works so good. And then I was also trying some of this out, this long range match, and I gotta tell you, both of these they're running subsonic for me. I'm not exactly sure, you know. This I think is advertised at $10.99, but that's out of a 26-inch barrel, and I'm only shooting a 16-inch barrel. This is advertised, I think, at $10.39 at muzzle, and that's out of a 26-inch barrel too. So these are running, both of these are running, you know, subsonic, probably right at 1,000 feet per second. It would be my guess. This one may be, you know, lower than this one. May be running at 970, 980. It's hard to say. I haven't chronographed them. So okay, so the first couple groups here I was going to go over. This is from 100 yards, and these first two was with the long range ammo. And I was, you know, like I said, I was having to go between the drop points. You know, this one was obviously, you know, low, and then this one was just a tad high. But this group was just under 1 inch group. And this group was basically identical. I mean, these two shots and those two were, I mean, they're literally identical. So those are pretty much both identical groups. So not you know, like super great or anything. My other rifle I think is definitely better, you know, long range. But like I said, I built this one just for fun and just because I wanted to, and you know, it's a 50-yard rifle, and that's pretty much what it is. I just want to try it out at 100. So then the next two are this SK semi-auto, and I had the same hold points on these, and it was basically the same results, although the groups on these were pretty bad. I mean, it opened up quite a bit, you know. So, and I don't know, the rifle may have been getting a little dirty, who knows, but anyways, and it is a 16-inch barrel, so you know, but these not great. So then the first few I shot were the you know, 50-yard groups, and they were pretty nice, you know. The SK semi-auto, it's about a 0.3 inch, and then basically pretty much identical. You know, if one of these would have been a little tighter, you know, but a 0.33 inch, so you know, that's really nothing to be ashamed about right there. And then I wanted to try out the XK long range, and although it's weird, the long range had the better groups at 100 yards, it didn't have the better groups at 50 yards. So you know, that's a 0.61 group, and that's a 0.615. Just, I mean, they're literally pretty much identical. Both of these 50-yard groups with both ammo was pretty much identical. And you know, the first time I shot the rifle, after I got the scope on there and got it sighted in, this was my first group with it, and I didn't get this on camera because I was literally just getting the thing up and running. But you know, that's what I was hoping I could duplicate right there, and that's at 50 yards, and I think that's what the rifle's you know, capable of. You know, 1/4 inch groups at 50 yards, and you know, these two were pretty darn close, you know, to that. So, but anyways, that's my rifle that I built, 1022, first ever 1022 build. Had a few growing pains along the way, you know, learned a lot, and but it was a lot of fun. You know, I've seen the first person I'd ever seen think about doing a 1022 build was Jesse B Outdoors, and then like a couple weeks later I saw Pat RMG do one, and so that just really kind of, you know, got my wheels spinning, and you know, wanting me to kind of think about doing something like this. So, but I think this rifle, I didn't have any failures with it, didn't have any problems, no hiccups, nothing whatsoever. And I think a lot of it is just due to the high quality, you know, parts that it has in it, high quality barrel, high quality bolt, high quality spring, and you know, guide rod, and charging handle, you know, nice trigger with the Ruger trigger. So you know, when I was just using standard Ruger, you know, 10-round magazines. So all in all, I'm really happy with this rifle. It's what I wanted. It's an ultralight 22 50-yard tack driver. So anyways, that's what I got right there. Thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate all the views. I really appreciate all the comments. Just keep them coming, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.